Today we're gonna go over a few Jameson Irish whiskeys. 2 to be exact. Jameson Stout Edition and Jameson Black Barrel. Let's go! What's going on, guys? My name is Carlos. Thank you for joining me here on the Whiskey Corner. I truly appreciate you stopping by. Thank you everybody for their support, for your support, and thank you for all the love. If you have not yet done so, please do me the favor and just subscribe. Well, not just subscribe, but subscribe and hit that like button. Both the subscriptions and the likes will really help me out. Now, if you're feeling generous, you could also comment, click that bell icon, and check out the Patreon in the description. But the only favors that I ask is for you to subscribe and click that like button. Well, as I said at the beginning, kind of rounding out our St. Patrick's Day build up, we are going over two Irish whiskeys, and they're both Jameson. So I said it in my Jameson Black Barrel review that I really haven't tasted that many Irish whiskeys, right? I just did the Redbreast, I did these Jamesons, but there is one Jameson that I have not yet showed you, which actually I do really like and was before all of these. And that is Jameson Stout Edition. So I'm not gonna do a rapid review of this, but we're gonna do a little tasting, and we're actually going to have it taste off against the Jameson and maybe a Redbreast 12. Try not to make this such a long video, but let's see where we end up. So if you don't know Jameson Stout Edition, basically what it is that it's the Jameson Irish whiskey, then finished in craft beer barrels. So what they do is that they take the regular Irish whiskey that Jameson has, put it in these craft beer barrels, and I'm trying to see if they mention for how long, but I don't think they actually mention it. But either way, it is from their neighbors at 8th Brewing, and they borrow their casks and finish this Stout Edition whiskey, right? So I think it's a cool idea, and now you're seeing a lot of Stout Edition whiskeys coming out, not just Irish whiskeys, but whiskeys overall. A lot of bourbons and stuff like that. It's becoming to be a thing, right? But this has been out for a while, right? I believe I tasted this last year around this time. Again, just like most of the Jamesons, the 80 proof is kind of what gets me, right? And you guys already know, I do not like the screw-on caps. But either way, we're gonna taste it, we're gonna go through it, and let's see how it pairs off against maybe one or two other Irish whiskeys. So there are some people that don't like this, I've heard. I've heard a lot of people don't like the Jameson taste. A lot of people don't like the craft beer taste. I particularly like it, and you know, I have no problem with it. But I have tasted other craft beer whiskeys, and I think it's a hit or a miss, right? It's either good or it's not good, at least for my palate. But this one to me is good. As I am shaking this, you smell that beer smell. I don't know, it's not hoppy, but it's definitely like the barley and stuff like that they use for the beers. But you definitely have that mixture and balance with the Irish whiskey. So let's go in for a full smell, and then we'll taste this. So I smell bananas, that is for sure, but it's not the only fruit that I smell. I smell pears, maybe green apples. you definitely smell the beer in there. That's definitely for sure. And it's like I mentioned before, it's the barley, but also a little bit of hops. It doesn't seem like a very hoppy beer, like an IPA or something like that. But you definitely get like the effervescence of the beer, for sure. Maybe a little nutmeg or cloves. Yeah. All in all, it's a very inviting nose. Let's go in for a taste. Cheers. So I haven't had this since last year around this time, but this has reminded me why I like this so much. Yes, I do like drinking beer like on a hot day or something like that. I'm not a beer guy whatsoever, but I will drink it, right? We live in South Florida, you go to the beach or you're just in your pool, you're gonna probably have a beer if you're hot. But you definitely taste the beer notes. Again, a little bit of hops, some barley, that beer juice, I guess, but it's much more than that. I'm getting oak, I'm getting chocolate, both a sweeter chocolate and like a dark chocolate type of thing. Let me go in for another taste. Cheers. A little bit of like brown sugar, some butterscotch. I really love the taste of this. Like, hands down, I can probably tell you that if I taste any other Jamesons, I'll probably be disappointed by these two, the Black Barrel and the Stout Edition, right? Actually, the Stout Edition is the one that made me want to get the Black Barrel, right? I would say my only two bad things to say about this is that the finish and the mouthfeel is way too light, right? It's kind of like a light beer. Like if you're drinking a light beer, I wouldn't say a Bud Light, but like a Michelob Ultra, something like that. It's light. It feels light. It definitely is made to have. I've never had it with an ice cube, but to have it, you know, on a hot day, it's very refreshing, I would say. But that also comes with the bad parts of it not really being a long-lasting or heavy finishing whiskey, right? It goes away pretty quickly. It's almost like you're drinking a light beer, right? Kind of watery, refreshing, and then it's gone, right? But you can't stop drinking it because it's refreshing you. So that's kind of what I feel with this. And again, it's really good. It's just you have to know what to go and expect with that, right? So we just tasted this. Let's see how it actually compares to the Jameson Black. All right, that is what I'm expecting, that pop. So I just poured a little bit in here. Again, we're not really doing like a crazy review and stuff like that, and we're gonna do a little bit of a blind, just so you know. The Stout has a little sticker on the bottom. They're both crown cups, so let's see. I'm twisting them here, not paying attention. Anyways, I'm quickly forgetting what's what. So let's go in for a drink. I'm gonna drink from my left first and then go to the right. Cheers. That's really good, right? That seems like a charred honey whiskey. So I'm guessing that's the Black Barrel. Let's go in with this one. Cheers. No, I was wrong. That seems like a more honey charred, oaky taste. So definitely the one on my right is the Black Barrel, right? The one on my left, I was getting the honey, but it was more like the brown sugar. Let me go back to it. Now I'm getting a little bit of the beer taste, and I'm not sure, right? I'm thinking this is the Black Barrel, I'm thinking this is the Stout edition, but I don't know. They are similar, I will say, but which one do I like the most? If you're going with a traditional whiskey, I would say this one. If you're going with a more refreshing whiskey, I would say this one. Again, I'm assuming that these are what they are, but let's see if I'm right or wrong. Oh, yep, so I'm right. This was the Stout edition. And you know, I'm actually surprised that you couldn't really taste too much of the beer on that one. As much, like, it wasn't too much of a difference, right? I think the double casking of both of them, because this is double black, which means that they double barrel it in a black barrel, or like a charred oak barrel. I think the double casking of both of them really plays a good part in both. One obviously is finished in beer, the other one's just finished in charred oak or honey charred oak. But the fact that they're both like that really speaks well for how close these two really are, right? I couldn't, right off the bat, I couldn't really make a distinction. Now, I did guess it correctly, but it's only because I had the Black Barrel a few days ago and I kind of remember how that was. I couldn't really make the distinction off of this one. Like, I couldn't really say, oh, that's the Stout edition. No, it wasn't until I tasted the Black Barrel compared to the Stout edition that I was like, okay, that's the Black Barrel. Which goes to show you that I actually like the Black Barrel a little bit better, although the Stout edition is really freaking good. So, where are we at with this? Well, the way I'm thinking is that you can't go wrong with either one of these. I think they're around the same price range. I think they're around the $30 to $40 range. So if you wanna taste that and have it on your St. Patrick's Day, then you know what? You cannot go wrong with either one of these. I think the Stout edition would be good to make in like one of those cocktails that, you know, like green beer and stuff like that. You want to add some food coloring, and if you want that beer taste, then that's definitely the one that you should go to. If you want more of a traditional whiskey taste, then I would definitely go with the Black Barrel. But either way, you can't go wrong with either one of these. That is my review. It's not a rapid review, but it was still a review and kind of taste off of Stout Edition Jameson versus the Jameson Black Barrel. Let me know what you guys think in the description below. Let me know if you've tasted both of these. Which ones do you like best? Which one is your favorite? Which, if you've only had one of them, what are your thoughts of it? Comment below. Also, please subscribe. That'll definitely help me out, but click that bell icon as well, as that will help me on tremendously also. I'm gonna keep enjoying these. I might actually put these together and taste it and, you know, have my fun that way. But I want you to enjoy that whiskey. Cheers.